Hey, welcome to my car where I've been learning and talking about race and racism. This all started about a year and a half ago when I had the chance to spend several days in training with Dr. Heather Hackman. So Heather was back in LA a couple weeks ago, and I got to do a half day of tune-up training with her and a bunch of other folks. And here's what's been kind of rattling around in my head since then that I wanted to share. Heather was talking about white privilege and white supremacy and how they interrelate. And so what I took from what she said was that white privilege is when people who look like me look at our lives and I say, wow, I earned everything I've got because I worked hard and I was smart and I was just better than the people that I was competing against. And I don't see necessarily, I don't have to see that the wind was at my back versus other people who, the wind was pushing them back in terms of how race operates in this country. So maybe I had other barriers, but in terms of privileging of people who look like me, I got that advantage in ways that are invisible to me. So that's white privilege. And then white supremacy, right, is when people who look like me look at that reality, that inequality of outcome, and we say, wow, looks like by and large, people who look like me are doing better than people of color, and I know that I earned everything I got, so I'm going to say that this situation is explained by we're just better. White people are superior, we are smarter, we work harder, and that's why we see, by and large, better results. And that is false, right? That's a false explanation, or it's at least mistaken. We don't have to be evil and meaning ill. We don't have to be white supremacists ready to go put on a hood. Just if this is the story that we're telling to explain the world to ourselves, basically what we're doing is we're looking at this symptom, and instead of saying, wow, that's a really bad symptom, I'm going to go study what the disease might be, we're instead looking at the symptom and misidentifying it as evidence that there is no disease.